Hello, Crypt Charters. This is Crimson, and you're watching Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Now, pick up where we left off in front of this Gadflow's palace castle place, and we're going to be getting on in here. Hopefully, we'll be putting an end to these Theater Avengers people and their ancient, malignant, crystal-growing power source god with my fateless rebirth somethingness. Would be nice. There's something going on. Oh, God. Oh, God. So, their names are red, which means I'm not going to do any damage to them, and they're going to do a lot of damage to me. So, let's go invincibility for a little bit. So we can get past them. Looks like this is where we may have to tone down difficulty a bit to get through the end of the game. Because, well, we skipped like every quest that wasn't main quest, and because we didn't do quests that are, well, not required to complete the game, completing the game becomes much more difficult. Nigh impossibly so, if the scaling is anything like that which we have experienced before.
God seeks your sacrifice.
Tear it up!
Well, that's awful. So let's get a nice group of guys, see what if we can stagger them, which we can't. Right, so let's increase our damage here. Wow. So I have 75% damage reduction, and I'm not sure what my increase on my damage is, but it's a lot. I'm still getting beat up pretty easily. Good thing I got all these potions, otherwise it would be even more difficult than it is. And it is pretty difficult. Not difficult in the sense as there's a lot I can do about it, but difficult in the sense as it's going to take me a long time to complete. Which makes me very unhappy. But I'll keep going at it. I'm going to repair my robes here real quick. Is there other consumables? Are you? Repair kits? No, you're under items. Repair kit. I see it right here. I can't... There we go. Repair robes. I'm stuck staggered in this corner, which is bad because I need time to get my damage deflection potion to get use out of it. Looks like I lost my sorcery buff potions. But I have the AoE to keep these guys coming down. I'll have to be very careful about using my reckoning modes. So, outside of this building, the enemies were yellow. Entering it, they become red,
Nearly there.
which is a signal that they are several levels ahead of me, which means they have high resistance to my damage and getting staggered by me. So I guess I'll try to use these guys a little bit more. Some meat shields, since they're sending such large groups at me. I'll try to hang back. Peel them off one at a time. Or so. Ow. One hit. That was one hit from this guy. Alright, so I got you by yourself. Let's see what I can do to slow you down. The ice is pretty good, actually. My lightning's not getting it to stagger. But ice. Definitely useful. That was one enemy there. So this is going to be quite a long endeavor. Let's boost our mana regeneration. Looks like we can get some AoE going in here now. Or killed in one combo of fireballs from the priest. You know, I think I'm just going to spare everyone a little bit of time. Because the only option is to spend the necessary hours, if not more, getting through this. And I'm just going to turn the difficulty down right here.
Onwards. We're nearly there.
Because I don't want to spend the time grinding out side quests to gain the levels to make them not red. And they're still red. Of course, let's see. Still can't really do damage to him. But I'm taking this damage. So I will pop one of each of these. See what I can make of it. And get an idea for how long these potions last. The magic damage potion doesn't last very long at all. Looks like the health and mana regen lasts quite a while. Well, not quite a while, but longer at least. It would be nice if I could land my abilities. Would you die already? You're not gonna kill me on normal at least through my health regen potion. And your attacks are quite hard to dodge with the tracking you have. Alright, so let's see what we got. Nothing there. Alright, let's try a lightning blast. See if we can get a full charge off. Oh, that was nice. Good amount of damage. With the mana regen potion, we probably should that up.
Looks like this is it.
Alright, I got my reckoning mode charged up. Now we'll have to see if this whole castle is gonna force me to run through every angle. Or if I can just head straight on to my objective. I wonder how many of these packs I'm gonna have to go through. Because how many there were outside was quite a lot. It has me, I don't have a whole lot of faith in where this is going. Just grinding my way through to the final boss, who's going to be Red named himself. It's even more frustrating. But hey, it looks like I don't have to go through the side passages. That's welcoming. Go down the front door. Well, let's see. Let's try one of these. And oh, that was lovely. I increased my magic damage by a lot, and then got my spell off. And it was that lightning spell that did a lot of damage, so hopefully it should take a lot less time to get through this pack, thanks to that tactic. And I'll just use one of each potion here, not a regen. So I have more of the consumable burst potions. And let's get another lightning off, hopefully. I didn't manage to get it off that time. There we go. And we don't have mana to cast again, but... Ow. Hopefully between the three of us we'll be able to take down this one person. We did it! Yay! We're so great and amazing. Worried about the next pack. More red names. Levels that outscale us. Has me so curious because we were running through the trenches with the same strategy. So I'm wondering if it's meant to be in this level. It just outscales you no matter what you've done. And the enemies in here are higher level. And the game just expects you to have more options available to you for having more experience points and better loot, I guess. Or if it's because I'm honestly taking this on way before I should. Either way, it's not that enjoyable having to grind out these enemies. At least I have these potions to spare me a lot of time. And doing tactics to bring them out one by one and such. I got the invulnerability potions, the damage reduction, damage increase, mana increase, and these two great regen potions, along with a very large amount of greater and major potions. So So I have some confidence in my ability to get through it. The question is, am I going to have to tone down the difficulty another setting to be able to complete the boss? That's my major concern right now. Another large patch of enemies. Okay, that hurt quite a lot. Let's use a damage deflection on here, just to be safe. That wasn't the spell I wanted to use, but that's alright. Yeah, I think I got this one. Or not, because they're a bunch of archers. I didn't realize that. Just wanna cast on you. Oh nope, nope. I'll try this again. Still no on that one. I think I got it. Yeah, there we go. That's the damage I need. And without that damage resistance potion, 3 arrows is enough to kill me, even with my greater health regen potion. And with the stagger, that was much I can do, and we're gonna have to go through all of this again. At this point, I am so displeased with the game. Apparently it reset itself back to normal. We're gonna play on casual. Because even at casually, I bet I'm not gonna have an enjoyable experience. But I'm gonna get through to the end. I've been doing what I can to try to enjoy myself. Spent a lot of time at the start trying to find ways to make the gameplay experience suitable for me. It just hasn't worked out. It's really been trying really hard to find something enjoyable about this grind fest is the best I can call it. And it's got to me. It's worn me down. Maybe if I really enjoyed the slow-paced combat, the countless hours running around through the environment, exploring the same environments I've been through, the boring quests, very vague explanations, and the combat that leaves very little option to the player as far as playstyle. I'll think a game that actually should be boasting its playstyle the most. I'd be having a better time, but I'm really not. I mean, this place here, it's a new environment, although it still looks kind of the same as I've experienced before. Big walls, crystals going through windows, gray textures, a few grates. It's not the most beautiful game, even comparing it to the games that came out around its time, the graphics technology then. I'll even use damage here. Oh, I wanted a magic amplification. Ow. And the priest there is locked onto me, so I can't cast that spell. And I'm not going to be able to. And he just rolls through the same spells that stagger me every time. I mean, where's the gameplay in that? I can't cast my spell there. It's the whole thing. Well, I even wasted my whole potion duration on not being able to cast there. Well, at least on the casual difficulties, it's much less likely for me to die even without the potion. I still have no idea about the scaling. I didn't look that up between videos. Maybe we'll get someone in the comments below to fill me in on that one. I'm definitely not enjoying casting the same 4 spells over and over again as a mage, or using the same few moves and chakras to overcome these encounters that are measured in minutes and not seconds. The time to kill on these enemies is so long, and that would be better if the combat just had more to it. if there was more for me to do, more cool things for me to have to work my way around to getting to work, but it's the same abilities, it's the same enemies that I've been fighting for almost the entire game. I've been fighting these enemies. And the homing ranged attacks have been quite draining. Even the larger enemies like the trolls use homing ranged attacks. The lock-on of, say, the telegraphed abilities leave very little room to dodge them. And the blocking, unless you are a plate-wearing guy with a whole bunch of block built in, won't be stopping a whole lot of damage against most of the enemies. There is the parrying option, which actually is quite useful and enjoyable. Like there, where you saw I got the parry, but his attack went through it anyway. So while I avoided the damage, I didn't get the parry stagger. And that's probably because of the level difference. He easily resists my parry stagger and goes about his attack. Looks like his spin managed to hit me while I was behind him. I'm happy about that. That's and of course I only have 4 bindable ability slots on a gamepad, which I have to use a modifier to get to as well. That's not enjoyable to me very much. Really is limiting me. As I'm playing on the PC version, I have the option to bind some of them to keyboard shortcuts and use those when I want to use those abilities. Another large set of enemies. Looks like we're getting to the point we've been at before. Hopefully we won't take 3 hours and die this time. But we're doing a bit better with the clearing. Taking a lot of damage though. I'd rather be avoiding these homing dashes. Just making it very difficult for me to dodge, and especially with the inability to stagger since they're red. Limits my gameplay even greater. And then you saw how quickly that Overlord attacked. Luckily I was able to move out of her tracking. And then you saw that one follow me through my dash. Which earlier in the game I had experienced enemies being able to hit me even though I was dodging. No immunity frames during the dodge essentially, but ever since I got my Ice Blink 2, that didn't seem to be the case. I was enjoying myself a bit more when fighting real enemies, but even then it was the same thing I've been stuck doing for hours already. So it's all just been a big grind. One great, big, long grind. Oh, luckily my ally didn't block my attack that time. Quite nice. Now, and I'll take this other opportunity to point out that level 20 is what I'm at right now in the end game, without doing barely any side quests. I did quite a few at the start, but they got repetitive and boring for me, so I stopped doing them altogether, and though there were tons presented on me and even forced upon me, I chose not to do them. And here, I am level 20, and I am at the end game, and I have 63 points, and it takes 70 to unlock the end tier abilities. And you get 3 points per level. So, that's going to be level 24 before I get one. And then on top of that, I need to get 76 points to unlock the next tier of my destiny, and 109 to unlock the final tier. That is 11 more levels to unlock the next tier. There's a lot of grinding in this game. Makes it very unpleasant. So am I out of trash packs? Am I finally at a boss encounter? No, I'm not. Or at least they gave me all. Oh, they're yellow! Why are they yellow? What? What's going on here? Oh my god. I could have just ran past the enemies and got the yellow enemies this whole time? I have no idea why these enemies are yellow and why they forced me through so many red enemies. But, well, those several packs of red enemies were the final straw for me. And I just want to end this game. I don't care how I get there.
Looks like this is it.
Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn the difficulty back up. Because I want to beat it on hard. And even though I got through a few points of red enemies without it being on hard, if I can finish the final boss, him not being a red name, on hard, I will. So I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. And my hat is off to you.